They start hating, that's how the rhetoric get. Fall back, they try to play you like you never been lit. I had to attain everything my haters never could get. Probably.
Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be Albuquerque going up against Mexico City. Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. Here we go. And here's Mexico City now. Pass to Adebayo. Bowl with it. Left side Irving. Oh, it's stolen away. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And that one misses.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
From the corner. The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Over to the wing. Here's Batum. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Outside Wembanyama. Here's the pick. Oh, drains the 19-footer.
Coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Now here's Irving. To the inside. And finished off by Bowl.
Oh, what a nice find by Kyrie that time, balancing his offensive attack.
Right at the free throw line. Basket counts. Wembanyama's got his second basket of the game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Now here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama double team. Outside Russell. On the break. Here's Keenan. Goes back up. Here's Bowl. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession. This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Back to Bamba. Here's Batum. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And a little slam dunk from Batum. That'll work.
Mexico City shooting their first free throw of the contest. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. From deep, Wembanyama. The shot won't fall. And here's Mexico City now. They trail by 1.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Here's Bird. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Pass to Bird. Back to Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. Knocks down the triple. Wembanyama's got 7.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test. Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
To the left side wing. From the top of the key. Pass to Barry. Here's Eden. Outside Wembanyama. Here's Barry. Guarded by Batum. The 3 is up. The rebound by Bamba. And Mexico City with possession. And It's in there. 5 points in the game.
And Batum showing off some hustle there, getting guys some energy.
Outside Wembanyama. Jacks up a three. To the middle. Here's Bird. Missed inside. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Mexico City ahead, up by 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from Mexico City in this one?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Marion. No good on the three.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Well, this is what Steven Adams does. He finds his way into the paint for high percentage shots just like that.
Here's Marion. And the three off target.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Brand. Good on the shot. Brand's got his first points of the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And as Chris Middleton has gotten older, Brent, he's had to battle a number of injuries.
Yeah, no doubt this is what happens to an aging player, and for Middleton, they seem to just be compounding. The tough thing for the squad that he plays with is just how reliable and important he's been in the biggest moments. So he gives them confidence. He needs to find it back in his own body.
And again, it's Albuquerque from deep.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Now Russell. Still no points.
Now, I'm not sure the defense even knows what happened still. D'Angelo with a beautiful move.
There's a screen. Here's Marion. Out to Beasley. Inside. Here's Bamba. Beasley outside. Let's go with a three. Mexico City with a rebound. Hachimura outside. Takes it inside. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Ooh, and Hachimura had the runway, and he took off.
Albuquerque calls timeout. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Mexico City leading by 4. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Adams. Outside Russell. Back to Adams. The rebound by Bamba.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Oh, man, talk about hang time. What a wicked double clutch finish.
Hey, when you have that kind of space, you're allowed to get fancy. Here's Russell. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Down low. Pass to Adebayo. 5 to shoot. Back to Adams.
Well, Adams with the make-them-pay mentality right here from the free throw line.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Mexico City.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. The speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Getting to the inside is really important, but It's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight. A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Here's Marion. Give him 8. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Middleton. And the big finish by Adebayo.
And how about Adebayo just getting up and getting athletic?
Marion with the bucket. Marion's got 11.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Pass to Adams. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
There's a screen. Beasley for 3. Adams grabs a miss. Finished off the break.
Quickly up court with the basketball, delivered a perfect strike.
Here's Marion. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Mexico City ahead, leading by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Oh, Wembanyama hitting from deep.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Outside Bull. There's the 3. Here's Bowen. Middleton outside. 6 to shoot. Back to Hachimura. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Outside Wembanyama. There's a screen. They grab their own miss. Pass to Bird. Here's Barry. Middleton covering. And stolen by Bull. In transition, here they come. Hachimura from long range. No luck on that one. And here's Albuquerque now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And Wembanyama missing. At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the short side of center. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Wembanyama. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
Here's Bowen. Outside Bull. Wow, Wembanyama running the floor.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him delivering.
Pass to Bull. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for Mexico City. Ball. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. And Bull drops them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Pass to Bird. Back to Wembanyama. Mexico City with a rebound.
Well, you can tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Nice move. He got a piece of it. Back to Russell. Outside for Wembanyama. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. Here's Bowen. And that comes off the assist by Middleton. Bowen's got his first 3 points of the game. Double on Wembanyama. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bamba.
Mexico City substitution. Larry Keating.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. Wemby putting on a show.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
Here's Keenan. To the paint. Here's Bull. And finished off by Bull.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Eaton can't hit. Mexico City leading by 5. Irving looking around. Pass to Keenan. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Bull's got 8 here in this quarter.
Now they're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Here's Barry. Fires in the triple. 5 ticks left in the third. Here's Batum. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Bull. He's been the guy making things happen for Mexico City. 8 points in the quarter. Three tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. And Mexico City with possession. They lead by 4. And Irving gets it to go.
And that is just money from Kyrie. He's so dangerous from outside the three-point line.
Screen by Bamba. This one for 3. Adams grabs the miss. And here's Mexico City now. Pass to Beasley. From downtown. Adams grabs the miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Outside Irving. Now here's Bamba. To the middle. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Albuquerque calls timeout. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Albuquerque's head coach said to the team. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen on, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie.
What a smart pass from Wembanyama. Already adept at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
Adams, shot's good. And here's Albuquerque now. 9-point game. Back to Wembanyama. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th. Beasley. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Beasley's got his first basket.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Pass to Irving. Clock at 6. Now Bamba. It's stolen by Wembanyama. 1:30 1:52 left in the fourth. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And that's got to hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Execution with pace, that's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turn.
Mexico City making a switch here. Inside. Here's Gilmore. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
Here's Bowen. Pass to Adams. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer off the mark. Outside Wembanyama. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's Albuquerque missing.
But you make strides to get back in the ballgame, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Mexico City making the switch here. Left side Porter. Keenan. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort for
girl, I got Tino Tetley, wait. Tell me why you never come check me. You tell me that I'm way too spendy, wait. Babes, I'm just too flexy. I got eyes on my chest, that's Fendi. Get to a high class, and I'm still in a tech fleece. My bro got a key, that's a Bentley. Money come nice, get plenty. Got a foreign little baddie in the crew with the face kicked up, but you know that's snapping the E-class crew. Now she tryna ask who's picking up in the Benz. Come off that flex, man, I'm not tryna flirt, man, you know I'm just friendly. These times, man, I might rather lose on the way to a crib, so she know I step pricey. Her old man left like a weirdo, I'm a hero, money ain't nothing like me. Can't force my flex at the function, do it nicely, be subtle, man, lightly. Got my game back in like 010, but man, YGs, I'm in love with the 90s. Don't show me no stripes, my bro, man, that's not like me, only step in the Nikes. True say my bro got a check, but I said allow it, man, just spend that wisely. Don't flex your checks on Snapchat or IG, don't do it on IG. Lie, bro, yeah, don't do it on IG.
La mano en la pared, fuera control y ese al revés. Que luz, baby, suéltate. Te están mirando, toca romper. So bend it over. Mami, I wanna make you mine. Sabes que estás very fine. En todos lados, very fine. Me lo súbeme el tempo. Esta te sirven de asiento. Más tu estatura desde el nacimiento. Tú eres el show, este es tu momento. Chori, bitch, ese dude. Ey, yo quiero ver tu. Ey, I put it six on the news, Dame el necesita like bubblegum. Ay, contigo mañana with another one. Troublesome, no puse el foro, ey. La mano en la pared, fuera control y ese al revés. Que luz, baby, suéltate. Te están mirando, toca romper. Bend it over. Mami, I wanna make you mine. Sabes que estás very fine. En todos lados, verified. Me lo súbeme el tempo, esta te sirven de asiento. Más tu estatura desde el nacimiento. Tú eres el show, este es tu momento. Me lo súbeme el tempo, esta te sirven de asiento. Más tu estatura desde el nacimiento. Tú eres el show, este es tu momento.
La mano en la pared, fuera control y ese al revés. Que luz, baby, suéltate. Te están mirando, toca romper. Mami, I wanna make you mine. Sabes que estás very fine. En todos lados, very fine.
Yeah, yeah. Marshmallow. Ayo, Mauro. Callaway. It's baby Miko. Brr. You good?
All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here's Yao. Solid defense from Bull. And here's Mexico City now. Outside Irving. Pass to Bull. Left side Irving. The shot, no good. Ooh, great D that time from Simmons. Back to Ingram. Now here's Simmons. Fires from deep. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram.
And this is huge when Simmons connects from deep, showing commitment to wanting to improve from there.
Adebayo sets a screen from behind the arc. Now with a rebound.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
You can tell Simmons is a guy who, from the moment he picked up a basketball, has been a point guard by nature.
There's a screen by Bull. From downtown. Rebounded by Ingram.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes. His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Mexico City. It's a 5-point game.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
And one thing special about Simmons is his ability to defend multiple positions. You can put him on anyone, and he'll give him a hard time.
So both teams changing it up here.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul. Pass to Keenan. Clock at 6. Batum outside. Rebounded by Ingram.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
It's Simmons with the drive. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Takes the 3. Outside for Ingram. The 3 ball. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And you can run offense through Ben Carroll time and time again. I mean, he is a special talent.
There's a screen by Bull. Pass to Keenan. Deflected. From deep, here's Simmons. Mexico City with a rebound. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Bowen. Still no points. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Brandon Ingram.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Bruce Bowen. 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Lopez. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Brook Lopez never stops working, especially inside where he has been a force.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
The three from Ball. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Nuggets up by 8. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Back to Middleton. And it's Adams missing.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Pass to Lopez. Here's Duncan. The kick out to Banchero. Banchero on the take. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
He will muscle his way down the lane. Watch out when Banchero comes tumbling by.
Here's Bowen. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Mexico City shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. So he gets them both. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Pass to Banchero. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis' career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
And here's Mexico City now. Trailing by 10. Pass to Adams. Rebounded by Lopez. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Banchero outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Ball right side. And here's Lopez. He's guarded by Porter. 5 to shoot. The three from Ball. Bowen with a rebound. And Mexico City with possession. It's a 10-point game. Middleton with it. And Lopez picks him up. And stolen by Banchero.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Lopez, a good look. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And here's Ball. Second shot opportunity. Hachimura with the ball. No points yet. Up top, Porter. Back to Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Hachimura can make play after play above the rim. This guy's got a natural, gifted, athletic frame.
The home team calls timeout. So it's both teams making substitutions here. A minute 35 left in the second period. From deep, here's Simmons. Mexico City with a rebound. Now Russell. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And here's Russell. Pass to Adams. Outside Porter. Another shot. Adams, shot's good. Adams has got his first basket.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
Yao, shot is off. And Mexico City with possession. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Russell with the ball. Picked up by Simmons. Back to Hachimura. 6 to shoot. Inside. Here's Adams. The rebound by Duncan. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Yao. "13 feet out. And doesn't connect. That miss makes him 2 for 5. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Denver Nuggets. They're up by 4. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's Russell, still without a bucket. Adams a screen. Russell, that's good.
That's a nuanced understanding of pick-and-roll play. D'Angelo Russell, nicely done.
Antetokounmpo for 3. Hits the three-pointer. Antetokounmpo's got 5 points.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Left side, Russell. Middleton outside. 4 on the clock. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Here's Banchero. There's the drive.
Oh, so ferocious on the drive. I mean, have to be impressed watching Banchero just throw it down.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Pass to Brand. Over on Antetokounmpo. And that one's good. Brand.
Well, Rui Hachimura has a chance to set up a teammate, and look at the delivery. Well done.
Wow, good.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
They set the screen. Here's Russell. Soft touch off the glass.
This guy, an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
On the attack, Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Pass to Brand. To the inside.
Oh,
Get out the way, Grant.
Come on.
Get out the way.
Not a bad show from Mr. Rui Hachimura. Get up and throw it down, young sir.
And here's Mexico City now. Trailing by 5. Connects from downtown. Middleton's got his first 3 points of the game.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. Now here Here's Russell. Pass to Brand. Back to Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
With a bucket here, they can take their first lead of the game.
Mentally, could be an important possession.
Here's Brand. For the lead. Another three for Mexico City.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
The home team calls timeout. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. From deep, here's Simmons. Bull grabs the board.
Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
Here's Bowen. And that one is stuffed right through.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
This team looks so focused out there trying to increase their lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
And so it's Mexico City closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Ingram on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Mexico City with a rebound. Oh, blocked by Ingram. Antetokounmpo outside. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
Number 41.
Mexico City leading by 5. Here's Bowen. Left side Bull. And the shot's good. Here's Rice. Launches it. Bull grabs the board.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pass to Bowen. 6 on the shot clock. Now Bamba. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
Boy, you better keep the 7-footer Mo Bamba away from the cup. What an easy finish.
Now Antetokounmpo. Covered by Bamba. The three is up. Again, Antetokounmpo missing. An opportunity to pad the lead.
And B.A., if they can push it into double digits, that's tough to overcome.
And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here.
about the tick. Somebody probably jealous cause they but ain't nobody else dropping like this. Should we apologize? Just leave them. Hey, underlay, mommy, E-I. Uh-oh. What's going on now? Underlay, mommy, E-I. Uh-oh. If they right, Nelly, they girl night. Underlay, mommy, E-I. Uh-oh. What's going on now? Underlay, mommy, E-I. Uh-oh. If they right, Nelly, they girl night. Break it on, money long. Pass up the skirt to talk to the. Some say I'm wrong. You ain't about money, then best be gone. I'm flashy, double takes when you walk past me, nasty. Don't be scared, boo, go ahead and ask me. I drive fast, see, call me Jeff Gordon. SS.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. And on tap tonight, it's Mexico City going up against Los Angeles. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And here's Mexico City now. Here's Bull. And finished off by Bull.
Wasting no time getting points on the scoreboard in this one.
Outside Irving. Mexico City with a rebound. Pass to Batum. To the paint. Here's Keenan. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
And Irving powers it home.
He's showing us the handles a little bit right there. All the way to the rack.
And with the statement finish, too. Don't know how you stop that, man. The shot's good.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game. First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Got a piece of it. Here's Batum. And that one is stuffed right through.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal, then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Second team.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Bird. Bull grabs the board.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Here's Kemp. Oh, he misses the dunk.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
Pass to Bamba. Batum with it. Going inside. And a strong finish with two hands.
Nice sudden drive from Batum. Getting the drop on the defense there.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Irving for three. Fires in the triple. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Batum. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He throws it down with 2 hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. And that one is hammered home.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Batum. Pass to Bamba. Here's Bowen. Here's Keenan. It's deflected. Bowl with it, and Lopez picks him up. Here's Bowen. Bowl with it. .27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Offensive rebound. Pass to Bowen. Now here's Bowl. Shot clock at 5. Lopez on the double team. Here's Bamba. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, yes type of shot.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Mexico City ahead, leading by just 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Mexico City.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up. Oh, what a powerful finish. You could feel the impact.
Oh, he's going to be bragging about that one later, and for good reason, too, man.
Well, that's what poor defense will get you. They deserve to get dunked on there.
Pass to Bamba. 6 to shoot. Down low. Puts the move on. It's hauled in by Thurman. Now Los Angeles with it. There's a screen. Tipped away. Here we go. Kicks it out to Middleton. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
I like this from Middleton, using his height inside to generate points.
The first one falls.
Chris Middleton at the line for 2.
Both free throws good from Middleton. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. And there's James from the arc. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Now, here is James. To the inside. Oh, Cunningham rises up.
Such an energetic play from Cunningham, going right up for the slam.
Pass to Adebayo. Hachimura sets a screen. Kicks it out to Middleton. 2 on the clock. George with the block.
Yeah, rejecting the try there. George firing up his guys.
There's a minute 54 left in the first half of this one. Cunningham outside. Off target with the 3. And here's Mexico City now. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Russell. On the take. Oh!
Wow! The speed of Russell on full display. Love watching him turn on the jets and get to the cup.
On the break. Pass to Adams. Back to Russell. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
Screen by Embiid. Cunningham on the wing. Inside. Oh! Embiid packs it down.
I just love the aggressive finish.
No, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw is good for Russell. So he gets them both. Cade Cunningham has faced his share of challenges in his career, Coach.
Yeah, Brian. The injuries, the discouraging losses, but he's remained steadfast through it all. He's a committed and mentally tough player.
Believes in his game and now wants a team around him that can fulfill that need.
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint.
Irving for three. Adams grabs the miss. Mexico City leading by 5. Pass to Russell. And there's the drop. Oh, my goodness.
What a dunk.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And so that brings the first half to a close. Mexico City ahead, leading by 7. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Los Angeles trails by 7. Outside Irving. Pass to Oden. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Irving. And it's blocked by Irving. Down low. Here's Oden. To the inside. Kemp. Outside for Irving. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. You're going to like what we're seeing from Nick Batum.
He just continues to deal damage inside. They've got to figure a way to slow him down.
Let's give him a big round of applause. Your dance team.
So it's Los Angeles now. It's a 5-point game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Irving. Missed it there. He's 4 for 9 now. And Mexico City with possession. Batum outside. And he jams it home with authority.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Irving is doubled. To the middle. Pass to Kemp. From the arc. Drops in the 3.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Batum with it. He's got 10. And the foul on Brook Lopez. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
The home team on D. Trailing by 4. Here's Bowen. Pass to Keenan. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bowl. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. looking around. And the finish by Irving.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Gotta give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point in the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Pass to Bamba. Lets the three fly. And once again, off the mark, Mexico City. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
.124 left in the third. Bowen can't hit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Oden. Over Bamba. That one a little long. Outside Bull. To the right side. Here's Keenan. Buries the jump shot. Keenan's got his second basket of the game. Here's Irving. Pass to Oden. And here's Lopez from the arc. Hits the trifecta. And the Lakers lead by one. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Shot blocked. And the ball is out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Batum. He's got 10. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, nice job creating on offense. Batum getting consistent looks, and he's hitting them. Great night for him.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And the foul called on Nick Batum. That's his third foul so far.
First team foul.
Now here's Irving. He's got 12. And Los Angeles, another three.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Lopez, the screen. And it's Irving on the drive. And the finish by Irving.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of three. It's Los Angeles up by 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And here's Adebayo. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Yeah, in a battle of physicality, Adebayo tends to get the best of you.
Free throw's good, Adebayo. At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet, he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
And it's Adebayo off the drive.
Oh, Adebayo's an aggressive player who plays with passion. Have to as an undersized center in this league.
Oh, Cunningham! A highlight!
Oh, the slick handles of Cade Cunningham on full display.
Here's Irving. Uses the glass on the layup.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Here's Cunningham. Pass to Bird. Just 5 to shoot. Shot from the top of the key. Bullseye!
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for Mexico City. Adebayo sets a screen. To the paint. Bam! Finished off by Adebayo.
They don't come much easier than that. Irving always putting the ball right on the money.
Here's Cunningham. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Cunningham's got 7 now in this quarter.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Sinks the tray.
Yeah, as good as anyone on the catch and shoot, Middleton deposits another J.
Pass to Kemp. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Here's Irving. Outside from Porter. Cunningham outside. Adams comes with a double. To the middle. Over to the left wing. They get it back. Out to the wing. Cunningham looking it over. 5 on the clock. Pass to Bird. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
And here's Mexico City now. It's a 1-point game. Here's Irving. And here's Adebayo.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Pass to Cunningham. And there's a pick. Out to the right wing. Here's Bird. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here. Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock.
Not afraid of taking big shots. Cunningham rises to the occasion and delivers.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Question is, now can they protect the 3-point lead he's given them?
Outside Irving. Pass to Kemp. And stolen by Bull. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
ensayan. Cuando hay que apretar me vuelvo super saiyan. Subiendo de level como Sander Saya. En la olimpiada con todas las medallas. Van a extrañarme el día que me vaya. Todos los tuyos quieren tirar la toalla.
Another day, another dollar. What's them? Yeah. I be stunting like a big timer. What's them? Yeah. Another night. What's them? Yeah. She give you drama. What's them? Yeah. If you see me, just give me a holler. What's them? Yeah. You need motion? I got all kinds. What's them? Yeah.
All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. So it's Athens with it. Pass to Bull. Russell with the ball. Outside for Irving. Just 5 to shoot. From down in the low post, it goes.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Adebayo sets a screen. Here's Keenan. Rejected by Brown. Here's Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Here's Irving. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. And it's Irving off the drive. Mexico City with a rebound. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Mexico City shooting their first free throw of the game here.
Something that really speaks to Kyrie's talent is his ability to impact the game the minute he steps on the floor. The game changes completely with the ball in his hands.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And this is his second and third free throws tonight. And he makes a first.
For the away team, Kyrie Irving. 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Outside, Brown. To the inside. And stolen by Irving. Here's Keenan. And once again, off the mark, Mexico City. On offense, here is Athens. And Irving powers it home.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And it's Irving missing. Outside Irving. With the drive. And the finish by Irving.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play, and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Here's Batum after the basket by Athens. Rejected by Brown. And stolen by Irving. To the middle. Pass to Bull. Outside Irving. Here's Keenan. There's the three. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Bull. And finished off by Bull.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Athens leading by 6. And it's Russell on the drive. And then Russell with the dunk.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Wow. Middleton testing his range. He passed the exam. Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? And so it's Athens with it. Inside. And finished off by Bull.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass.
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
I mean, the versatility of Middleton. Not just a scorer, also a solid passer and distributor.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Brand. Okay, knockout. Wow. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Outside Irving. There's a screen by Bull. And that one's good. Irving.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. It's Athens up by 5. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Athens.
The story so far has been their mid-range shooting. The analytics might not like it, but elite offenses still knock it down from that area.
And also, I haven't seen a lot of resistance from the defense when it comes to limiting their points in transition.
Ooh, costly foul there. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3. And so it's Athens with it. Brown with it. Middleton covering. And the jam by Brown.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Pass to Bamba. The 3 from Russell. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
A volume three-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
And it's Irving missing. And Mexico City with possession. They trail by 1. Bamba with it. He's guarded by Irving. Middleton outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, throw it down. Wow.
Oh, a beauty. Aggressive move by Middleton. Slamming it in to make a statement.
Back to Irving. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Russell into the lane. Out to the right wing. Brand. Another 3 from Mexico City.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Mexico City.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And what I also like is that they're being aggressive with the opposition, forcing them to foul them and then coming through at the strike.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Here's Bamba.
Oh,
yes. And he hammers in the reverse slam.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Here's Russell. He hangs. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Bamba. Now Middleton. He's got 5. And the basket by Hachimura. Hachimura's got his first basket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Richard, it's nice to have the versatility of a guy like Hachimura. Equally comfortable at either forward position.
Well, he's got the size and strength of a modern-day NBA power forward, but he also has the ability to stretch the floor and knock down a 3. That's a nice combo.
Free throw is good from Russell. And a new group getting ready for Mexico City.
Larry Keaton.
A minute 29 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Batum. Pass to Bowl. From the wing. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
That maybe not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
It's picked off. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Got a piece of it. To the paint. Here's Bogut. Tipped. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Bull. Pass to Keenan. Back to Porter. They double him with Brown. Here's Bogut. 5 to shoot. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Back to Bull. And finished off by Bull.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Now here's Irving. 12 points for him. Batum with the defensive effort. Uncovered. And we finished off one half of play. Mexico City ahead, leading by 9. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Mexico City leading by 9. Here's Bogut. And he converts the layup. Bogut's got his second basket of the game.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Back to Middleton. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With great mobility and the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Middleton looking around. Down low. Bol. And finished off by Bol.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Away team foul. Andrew Bogut. That is first foul. First team foul.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. And here's Gay. Still no points. 5 on the clock. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Athens shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw good from Gay. Both shots good from the stripe. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Batum with it. Pass to Bol. Back to Batum. Here's Bogut. Here's Bol. And it's Ewing with a rebound. Left side Ingram. Outside Wembanyama. And another miss by Athens.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
Here's Bogut. Can't get it to drop. Some solid defense from Ingram. Pass to Gay. The 3. Mexico City with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Bogut. Back to Batum. And he banks in the layup.
And I like how Batum takes shots that come within the offensive schemes. A high IQ offensive player. Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Mexico City leading by 11. Pass to Bol. And he drops it in from the low post. Bol's got 4 points this quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want trying to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Now Russell. He's got 9. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Russell.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And Russell's got the ball here for Mexico City. 8-point game. There's the drive. And then Russell with the dunk.
The speed of Russell on full display. Love watching him turn on the jets and get to the cup.
It's good on the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Here's Russell. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
No debate there. He got hammered.
So far, he's made all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Mexico City ahead. They're up by 10. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. Athens trails by 10. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander gets the 3 to fall.
I'll tell you, that jumper from Gilgeous-Alexander is smooth and under control.
Oh, it's stolen. To the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander punches it home.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Now here's Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Right wing. The 3 from Wembanyama. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Here's Middleton. And it's Middleton finishing it off.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it.
Here's Middleton. Out to Hachimura. Fires from deep. Nails it from 3.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one. But look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Ewing, no good.
That is not the shot they needed there. You got to work it around and get a better look.
Tipped away. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gay right side. For 3. It's hauled in by Brand. Mexico City leading by 6. .143 left to play in the 4th. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
Here's Gay, and he sinks back of the rim on the way in. Gay's got 9 points now in the second half.
Some defenses are designed to yield the mid-range shot. For him, that's a good look.
Pass to Brand. Adams up top. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Hachimura on the drive. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Oh, man, talk about hang time. What a wicked double clutch finish.
Hey, when you have that kind of space, you're allowed to get fancy. Hachimura outside. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
The 3 from Wembanyama. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to go. Middleton with it. And it's Ingram picking him up. Russell deciding where to go with it. It's hauled in by Athens.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Buries it from 3. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Russell. Oh, he cranks it in. Right on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Goodness.
Yeah, a high-profile scorer since high school. I mean, you have to be impressed with Russell's ability to generate points.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he ends up making the second. And that brings him with an 8. Oh, it's stolen by Gay. So Mexico City wins it. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Atlanta with possession here. Now here's Irving. They set the pick. Changes up. And he lays it in.
Well, solid work from Kyrie right there. This guy never fears going against bigger players. His shot making too good.
On the wing, Irving. Back to Batum. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
Touch right around the rim by Nick Batum. Go ahead, score inside. Nick, show him what you got.
Irving for three. The shot won't fall. And Mexico City with possession. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Batum. Got it. Good job in the low post.
I tell you, that's a big-time finish. Nick Batum goes up strong and with authority and won't be denied.
Try by Irving. And the finish by Irving.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Adebayo sets a screen. Here's Keenan. It's hauled in by Fall. Ingram with the ball. Guarded by Adebayo. The shot by Ingram, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Now here's Irving. Pass to Fall. Over Bull. Fall no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
To the inside. And finished off by Bull.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Irving for three. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
Well, this guy lives out there. Irving, one of the best three-point shooters in the game.
Here's Irving. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
And the shot goes.
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint.
And that one's good. Irving.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Irving up top. 7 points in the game. For three, George. Adebayo grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Batum outside. Pass to Bogut. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. And Ingram with the block. George for three. Mexico City with a rebound. Batum outside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. And a new group getting ready for Mexico City. And so he makes both from the line.
This is about the last guy you want the Suns to strike right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Mexico City ahead. They're up by 3. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Mexico City.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Here's Brand. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
And here's George. No made baskets yet. Over Middleton. George's shot is good.
Boy, a little bit of separation inside and taking advantage is Paul George.
Here's Russell. Pass to Brand. Left side, Russell. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
This guy an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
Outside Irving. Three-pointer. The rebound by Bamba. Mexico City leading by 5. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. Doesn't go that time.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Pass to Brand. For the finish. With the tip. Oh, that's offensive interference.
No.
And Atlanta with possession here. And there's a pick. Irving for 3. That one's off. And now he's 3 for 6. And so Middleton will bring it up for Mexico City. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Lets it go from the wing. Pass to Adebayo. Puts up a deep 3. Hachimura with a rebound. Here's Bamba. Here's the 3. Knocks down the long J.
Zero hesitation, guys. You just marvel at centers like Mo Bamba. The ability to knock down jumper after jumper.
Irving for 3. Again, Irving missing.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Outside Russell. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Pass to Irving. Back to Adebayo. Up and over Russell. George outside. To win the cold spell. He buries it from 3. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
You've got to be in Paul George's shooting space in order to make him uncomfortable. You give him anything easy, look out.
Here's Russell. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. George. Oh, and the dunk by George!
Oh, yes, sir. PJ making it look easy.
Outside Russell. 20 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Brand. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Substitution for your home team. White Howard. Rule of 3.
Peyton with it.
Jason Tatum. Bradley Beal.
Here's Beal. And we're we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Mexico City ahead, leading by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Batum. Driving in. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
I tell you, how about the speed, the burst from Batum slashes his way to the cup.
Payton with it. Guarded by Batum. On the wing, Payton. Adebayo with a steal. Pass to Keenan. There's the steal. Outside Payton. The 3. Mexico City with a rebound. Here's Keenan. There's the drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Now Reed. No points so far. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Payton. Out to Beal. This one for 3. Sinks the tray.
Well, that is so easy for Bradley Beal. From 3, no problem.
Mexico City leading by 6. Pass to Keenan. Back to Batum. Banked it in off the glass. Batum's gotten 4 this quarter.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Here's Keenan. There's the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Keenan's got 7.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Payton, no good. A minute 31 left in the third quarter. Here's Batum. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Nick Batum right now is a guy who's got his rhythm, and he's dominating the action, and is really smart of his teammates to continue to find him.
Now here's Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
That's a big-time body, right? Bogut able to power it down. Difficult to stop when he gets that kind of space inside.
Here's Payton. On target from range. He's got 5.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
Now here's Payton. 5 points in the game. Reed, no good.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
The offensive rebound. Here's Batum. Pass to Bogut. Back to Batum. Inside. Tries yet again. Here's Bogut. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. And now it's a 12-point Mexico City lead.
Well, this is what you love about Nicholas Batum. Not only does he see the floor, but he's so unselfish.
Here's Keenan. Gets it off. And so it's Mexico City earning this break in the action, up 10. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We're coming right back. Don't... And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Atlanta trails by 10. Now here's Irving. Pass to Adebayo. Six to shoot. The three-pointer off the mark. Mexico City leading by 10. Here's Adams.
Well, Steven Adams is a formidable presence on the interior. Nice finish.
Here's Fall. From deep. Drills it from deep. Fall's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Well, more and more you see big men.
Won't you be the one to be my baby? Okay, let's do it. My ex wanna, but I'm off that. You wanna, but I'm off that. It's time to move on and get a new. Just got home with my little baby, he just hit 1 o'clock. Bad girl, and I'm with you, and I just can't stop. Always on point for me, always on point for me when I'm not. You make me feel good while I'm making you shine. Rock with me, baby, ain't no stopping, baby. Okay, let's do it. I'm his favorite. I'm his favorite lady.
I ain't really got time for you, but I always find a slot. Left the stool 4 a.m., now I want you in my spot. You always on point for me, always on point for me when I'm not. Anybody try to play with you ain't ducking me.